Alrighty guys, welcome back. Time now, 10:13, and of course that means it's time for our favorite part of the day, Lights, Camera-McCarthy.
Wait, you're gonna sing it like you actually love Kevin.
That was pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wow.
You know you can really sing.
You missed out.
Amy can really sing, but she won't do it for us. I don't know why.
Stephen won't either. We can do. We'll prepare a duet.
I would love that.
And then we will do it for the next segment.
Speaking of singing, you've got a great voice, but also this lady that you're about to introduce us to also has a great voice.
And for people who don't know, like in the 8 o'clock hour of our show, sometimes Stephen or Annie Mae will introduce me, and they both battle it out on kind of who's going to have the better
battle. I win every time.
Listen. Next time I'm bringing my A game because Annie Mae was singing, so now I have to sing for you guys. So we'll do it next time.
And speaking of singers, I just got back from New York. I interviewed Jennifer Lopez this weekend for her brand new movie Atlas. We'll have that next week. But
what did she say?
We talked a lot about her life and everything.
I know about all that, but like, what'd she say about it?
She said, "Tell Stephen to give me a call." Oh, and then
you heard it.
And then Ben walked in the room and he was very upset at me for even bringing that up.
Yeah, I know. Ben and I have had some beef going on. I'm about to drop my diss track on.
There's no Kendrick diss track.
I've been listening to that all weekend.
Yeah,
you and I know. All right, so Back to Black is a brand new film opening up on May 17th. This is actually about Amy Winehouse's life, and this is particularly about her rise to stardom. Unfortunately, she passed at the very young age of 27 years old. And one of the things I do enjoy about movies is being able to kind of bring someone back to life, and you realize how much you miss that person in this world and kind of the light that they had in the musical world of our lives, and how they do live on forever regardless. And I think it's really interesting to me that this performance by Marisa Abela, who plays her in the film, is absolutely incredible. It's directed by Sam Taylor-Johnson, who did the first 50 Shades film. She's a fantastic filmmaker. I really enjoy her as a director. But I spoke to her earlier in the 8 o'clock hour. We talked a little bit with Marisa about how much she misses her after you stop playing her for a while. How hard is it to say goodbye to someone you've been every day for a certain period of time? But today, in this particular question, we're going to talk about songs that meant more to them before production, and then songs that meant more to them on the other side after having this experience. Here's Sam Taylor-Johnson and Marisa Abela talking about Back to Black.
I want people to hear my voice. And just forget their troubles for 5 minutes.
Do you know what girl power means to me? Sarah Vaughan, Lauryn Hill. You need to know this. I ain't no Spice Girl.
From primary school to sell-out concerts. It's going to happen one of these days. Voice like yours, got to.
Well, it's one of the best I've ever heard.
That's my daughter. That's my Amy.
You have that line, "I need to live my songs." And to me, that's kind of what made her so special, was because she didn't do it for the fame. She did it because she wanted to share her stories with the world through music. What I find really interesting about a process that both of you just went on, and Sam, I'll start with you on this. Was there a song of Amy's that meant more to you at the beginning of all of this, as maybe just a fan in general, and then a song that now hits different on the other side?
Yeah, I mean, I went into making this film with Tears Dry on Their Own as my kind of guidance, in a sense, because it's such a sort of deep feeling song, and yet it's also really uplifting, and I wanted that essence in a way to be the essence of this movie, that the movie is so sort of connects with her on a deep soul level, but and we know the tragic ending, but you come out of the movie theatre feeling uplifted that you've had that time with her in a way. So Tears Dry on Her Own was really like my guidance throughout the movie, and I always knew I wanted to finish the movie with that song as well as a kind of uplift. But I think Love Is a Losing Game probably is one that I listen to differently now, because I just, when you started saying to Marisa about sort of letting go and saying goodbye, I literally felt tears welling up in my eyes, because even, on this press tour, it's going to come to an end where I stop having to sort of connect and talk about her, and I'm already feeling that anxiety of letting go. And our last day of shooting was, we shot the last day, and the last scene of the film, and it was tough. You really sort of embed yourself in somebody's life and aura and music, and it's hard to let go.
I think actually probably the same. Tears Dry for me was like the song that, I would think of when I thought about Amy before this project. And now, I mean, it's really, really difficult to say. I think Wake Up Alone is a song that I listen to now and really just hits so intensely because it's not about her relationship, whether it's to Blake or to her grandmother or whatever it was that influenced the specific songs. It's about her relationship to herself. So when I listen to Wake Up Alone, there's something that strikes me most intensely because she's talking about her experience of the everyday, and it was a very helpful song for me in the process because it wasn't about... I mean, all of the songs were helpful. Love is a Losing Game is helpful to think about how she felt losing Blake. But Wake Up Alone is a song that tells me how she felt walking around her house on her own. And, like, there's not that many other ways of knowing how a person feels in that way. So I find that song quite difficult to listen to.
All right, Back to Black is hitting theaters on May 17th. We're going to have more from Marisa coming up later today. And I'm going to pose this question now. This is for hashtag DMV Zone. Is there an artist that has not had a biopic made about them that you would like to see made? I know we've seen a lot of different biopics over the years, from Ray to Walk the Line.
I think Prince would be
Prince would be an interesting one as well. Let us know. Hashtag DMV Zone, and we'll talk about that more with Joe and Marina later on this afternoon.
Very
That's a good question. Always a fun time with you.
Always good to see you both.
We're always
love to see you guys, and thank you to Marisa and Sam Taylor-Johnson for joining us.
Great question.
Thank you guys.